October job cuts surge to 22-year high, Challenger warns. As corporations wield the axe, the boardrooms toast to efficiency, leaving shattered livelihoods to echo the hollow promises of economic recovery.
Grammy nominations thrill K-pop. Demon Hunters' Golden Trio call their sorority beautiful. Because nothing says sisterhood like battling demons and collecting golden gramophones. Just another day in the life of musical monster slayers.
France demands citizens exit Mali amid blockade.
Belle and Sebastian ask if it's wicked not to care, while Spotify streams hit 1 billion. Apparently, indifference is the new rebellion, streaming your way to apathy, one indie track at a time.
Soybean prophage induction alters rhizobacterial community. In the quiet dance of roots and microbes, a microscopic revolution unfolds, reminding us that even the smallest players can rewrite the rules of growth.
Only 10% of kids vaccinated against COVID-19, and the anti-vaxxers call it tyranny. Because nothing screams freedom like gambling with children's health for the sake of conspiracy theories.
Portugal seizes narco submarine with 1.7 tons of cocaine. In a cinematic twist, the war on drugs surfaces with hidden cargo, proving once again that the underworld's innovation outpaces our tired policies.
Trump pushes to kill filibuster, aiming for voter reform blitz. When democracy's on the line, why not gamble it all on a game of legislative roulette?
White House spooks MySpace, then claims relevance. In a desperate bid to relive early internet glory, the administration clings to outdated platforms, hoping nostalgia will mask the chaos swirling around them.
Senate Republicans stall healthcare talks, creating longest shutdown in history. When politicians play chicken with your health, it's like watching arsonists argue over who gets to hold the gas can.
Right-wing factions denounce Zionism, yet anti-Semitism festers unchecked. When hate masquerades as political critique, it's like sugarcoating a poison pill, sweet to some, lethal for everyone else.
Inkemowo sings about scamming, then sells the soundtrack. Amid catchy beats and playful lyrics, the satire of greed dances with the truth, while listeners groove along, blissfully unaware of the sharp edge beneath the melody.
Viktor Orban chooses Russian oil over Trump's savor. In the tangled web of alliances, the scent of crude oil often trumps loyalty, leaving the so-called strongmen to wrestle with their own reflections while the world watches.
Wall Street bonuses rise again, while minimum wage workers are told to tighten their belts. When the rich ride the wave of volatility, they surf to the bank while the rest of us are left to drown in the wake.
Kamala Harris claims there's enough room for everyone to succeed, yet Wall Street still hoards success like it's Bitcoin. When success is a buffet, the rich grab all the lobster and leave the rest with crumbs, calling it a mindset problem.
Zoran Mamdani mocks Trump's 79 during TV win. In the theater of politics, age is just a number, but hubris is timeless and the real victory is measured by who gets the last laugh.
Rough malware trick systems one RX Lab. In the digital jungle, every byte is a feast, and the predators are always evolving, feasting on the naivety of those who still believe the walls are secure.
EQT Asia chairman declares Japan the single most attractive buyout market because who can resist a yen for yen when private equity salivates over sushi? You know, capitalism's appetite is insatiable and never culturally sensitive.
Trump pardons ally then claims justice served in a world where power absolves the guilty. The stench of corruption becomes just another fragrance in the political cologne of those who never face true consequence.
Russia warns US over military buildup against Venezuela, proving Cold War nostalgia is alive and well. When superpowers flex muscles over oil-rich playgrounds, it's less diplomacy and more sandbox squabble.
Protein-fortified milk floods market while health declines. When a drink promises strength, yet leaves the soul malnourished, we're reminded that consumerism excels at selling illusions of vitality in a bottle, not true wellness.
Trump says US visas can be denied to fat people, redefining inclusivity. When your immigration policy resembles a high school clique, it's time to question who's running the cafeteria.
EU agrees weakened climate target, calls it progress. When your climate plan is as effective as a paper umbrella in a monsoon, you might want to reconsider your priorities.
When paperwork turns into barbed wire, humanitarian relief becomes a twisted game of patience where lives hang in the balance and empathy is just a word.
TechXX launched dystopian gadgets with glee, ignoring their sci-fi origins as warnings. It's like they saw Blade Runner and thought, yes, I want that future, and missing the whole part where it's a cautionary tale, not a blueprint.
The experiment releases the lab, promises musical alchemy. In a world where auto-tune is king, here's hoping this experiment doesn't just result in another pop Frankenstein.
Childless friends flood nursery with absurd gifts. Your baby doesn't need a designer onesie that screams, "I'm rich and clueless," but maybe it's the only way they know how to love.
German court sentences nurse to life for killing 10 patients, calls it reducing workload. In the twisted logic of efficiency, this nurse swapped compassion for cold calculation, proving some systems are more broken than the people in them.
Trump claims 8 jets downed in India-Pakistan clash, then cites no evidence. Once again, the commander-in-chief's version of events seems to have been sourced directly from the fantasy section of his imagination.
Hungary wins exemption from Russian energy sanctions. Trump's generosity toward Orban is a love letter written in crude oil, a reminder that allies can be bought and sold like any other commodity.
UPS promises safer skies then cargo plane crashes in Louisville killing 12. While UPS scrambles for damage control, the skies remain a corporate battlefield where profits soar higher than safety precautions.
Corporations announce highest layoffs in 22 years, yet executive bonuses remain untouched. October's pink slip parade leaves workers scrambling while CEOs continue their champagne toasts, proving once again that job insecurity is the only thing trickling down.
Kenya's ghostwriters fuel fake essay industry, rake in billions. Education's new frontier, the art of outsourcing your brain. Who knew academic integrity could be bought and sold like a designer knockoff?
Amazon stock surges $300 billion, yet it still dodges taxes. The financial leap lands them back in the AI spotlight. But let's not forget that the only thing faster than Amazon's growth is their warehouse workers' bathroom breaks.
Einstein miscalculated black holes. Scientists suggest a cosmic twist. If the universe's grand architect can err, what hope is there for our small certainties clinging to theories that might just be celestial myths?
Google Finance integrates Gemini Deep Research, calls it innovation. By slapping prediction market data onto their platform, Google offers you a crystal ball with a corporate logo, proving once again that AI is their answer to everything except privacy.
Common Crawl funnels paywalled articles to AI developers, calls it a public service. Apparently, free access to information now means free access to monetize someone else's work. It's like a library that sells your book to the highest bidder.
President Scheinbaum charges Groper, claims justice will follow. In a country where power often shields predators, one leader dares to demand accountability, challenging the toxic norms that let silence reign.
Left Lane Cruiser releases Cracker Barrel redefines punk blues. Finally, a soundtrack for your existential crisis at breakfast, because nothing screams rebellion like waffles and whiskey riffs at dawn.
Mother grants kid a day off school, ends in chaos. What starts as a break spirals into a punishment parade, showcasing the fine line between parental intuition and unintended consequences.
Scientists record birds imitating R2-D2, call it groundbreaking. In a world where birds can do droid impressions, maybe it's time we ask them to handle Congress. Can't be any less coherent, right?
High-rise towers steal Prospect Heights skyline. Community erased. Concrete giants rise, displacing history with glass and steel, erasing the soul of neighborhoods for profit, while the city's heartbeat fades into luxury oblivion.
Charles Schwab buys private share platform for $660 million because nothing says public trust like privatizing the market. Forge Global Holdings will now help Schwab commodify your dreams, one private share at a time, ensuring capitalism stays as opaque as possible.
ICE detains 66,000 people, calls it security, when your land of the free is a holding pen for 66,000. It feels more like security theater than a nation of liberty.
Australia imposes sanctions on North Korean cybercriminals, while coalition chaos gives Greens a political opening. Sanctions on hackers funding mass destruction, but who's really destroying democracy when chaos is the new campaign strategy? The Greens are ready to plant seeds in the debris.
Western Australia boosts gas exports, slowing Asia's green shift. Fossil fuel profits mask the inconvenient truth. While governments tout progress, their actions tether the future to a past drenched in carbon and convenience.
Marvel Studios announces Avengers Doomsday trailer release, expects fans to explode with excitement over a 2-minute teaser. A 2-minute glimpse of capes and chaos, because who needs plot when you can sell hype like hotcakes? Hollywood knows anticipation's the real superhero here.
Tesla shareholders approve Elon Musk's trillion-dollar deal, call it motivation. When your CEO's paycheck could fund a small nation, it's less about motivation and more about turning capitalism into a spectator sport.